Ladies and gentlemen, heels and heelettes, welcome back to another episode of Blunt Impact Live. I am your boy Chris G with my co-host Mary Jane. I'm usually joined by the good brother, the three-time baby making champion Ness, one half of the pot heels. But that narcolepsy's a motherfucker. It got him today. It got him. But he'll be back. He'll be back. We're dropping a preview show for Sacrifice because after all, this is the go home show for Impact Sacrifice. That happens this Saturday night at 8 o'clock. And we have to cover the Thursday, March 3rd episode of Impact Wrestling. But before we get into that, gotta remind everybody at home, hit those thumbs up, like this video. I don't know where you're watching from, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, doesn't matter. Send us a like, send us a thumbs up, send us an emoji. Let us know you're there. Let us know you're alive. You're not just corpsing watching us talk our shit or watching me talk shit in this case. Then also we need you guys to sound off in the comments. Even if you didn't see the show, let us know how you feel about the show itself or about us breaking down the show. Let us know. We want to read every comment, but sometimes we can't get to it all. So you're gonna have to send us a super chat. Support the channel. Be a part of the show for sure. We will read your comments, guaranteed. Subscribe. If you're new here to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, we want you to subscribe. Be part of that family. Be part of this great community that we're building here on YouTube. The True Hill Heat family is ever growing, and we want to keep it that way. And of course, share this video. They like wrestling, but they don't like weed. Fuck it, share it. They don't like wrestling, but they like weed. Fuck it, share it anyway. I mean, if they like both, double whammy. Share it. Just share the video. And of course, hit those notification bells so when we do go live, you don't miss it. And even if you do miss it live, it's fine. You catch us on demand on YouTube. Check out some comments before we get into it. Nathan Levy, I'm excited for the Impact Wrestling show. Damn right, I'm excited too. Frantic World, what's up, Chris G in chat? Duh. Cal Ripken Jr. of the True Hill Heat YouTube chat. What is good, brother? Alan Weinstein, OG Chris G, Solo Dodo. What is do, brother? What's up, True Hill Heat chat fam? What is up, Alan? Nice to see you guys back. Join me for another episode of Blunt Impact. This one might be a quick one because I'm solo, but we're going to get through it. But before we get through it, I am going to light up the Mary Jane. I'm going to count down from 3 all the way down to 1, and then I'm going to light this bitch up. I got to see which part I'm going to light it from. It's always a process sometimes. Always a process. I got to light it from this side. All right, everybody. I hope you're ready. Make sure it's green, nothing in between. I don't want to see some crack because that shit is whack. Woo! Starting off heavy with the bars today. 3, 2, 1. All right. One long soak because then we got to cut it off for monetization purposes. All right. Should also I can't continue without reminding everybody at home to please smoke responsibly. But we're here. Weak legs bowling. Hello. Hello, weak legs. Nice to see you here. Welcome to the Blunt Impact, where we break down Impact Wrestling. And this episode, it started off hot. Everything started off hot on this episode. Going into this one, the prediction picks Romeo, and Ness are all 21 and 13. That is sure to change today, especially with this first match. It is Eddie Edwards, now part of Honor No More, taking on Steve Macklin, now part of Impact OGs. And these guys didn't even wait to get into the ring to start beating each other up. I mean, Macklin just makes a beeline straight for the ring. Uh, they start bowling on the outside until they finally get back into the ring. Once they get back into the ring, the bell rings. Uh, it's a very physical back and forth match. Nothing too crazy, but they were really just like at 100 miles per hour the whole match, just nonstop fluid beating the shit out of each other. But eventually, Eddie Edwards uses Kenny the kendo stick for the disqualification. Then he starts beating down Macklin. The Impact guys come to save. It's a nice kendo shot right there. Bam! The Impact guys come to save him. But Honor No More comes out to backup Eddie Edwards. Maria takes the mic, calls the Impact guys brainwashed. They believe in Impact Wrestling like they used to believe in honor, and that shit is no more. So Impact should be no more. Uh, Heath calls bullshit. Said he's heard this before. This is some kind of bullshit, some cult bullshit. I don't want to. You got to say it like Heath. Bullshit. And then him and Vincent go back on the fourth, man. They go back and forth in the mic, man. Vincent's a hippie. We're gonna send him some space brownies one day. He's a hippie. We're gonna send him some True Hill Heat space brownies just for Vincent. Uh, but Heath basically challenges Vincent, and this turns into a match between these two guys. They beat each other down in this match, but totally different change of pace. This one was a lot slower, very methodical, back and forth match. It eventually picked up, and Heath gets the win. Then Honor No More jumps in, but Impact guys fight them off. Moose, the world champion, then tries to jump Heath because Heath is the number one contender and getting a match this Saturday at Sacrifice. He tries to jump him, but instead he gets hit with this finisher. And then the Impact guys count a fake three to signify that maybe Heath has a chance. I don't think he does, but they think he does. They seem to believe in their boy Heath. So nice little opener. Both matches totally different, which I'm fine with. It's good to have variety and have matches that feel different, not like episode of Monday Night Raw. This felt this was cool. I like the way the right match opened the show because it was hot, it was heavy, it was fast. I mean, just a good opener, good way of having this Honor No More versus Impact Wrestling feud go on. ALW said Chris G with the bars. You damn thing. You damn right, man. You damn right. And he also says, Maria, respectfully, then thanks. Thank it. Mike Bennett behind her would not appreciate that. Next up, we got to talk about Masha Slamovich. She's taking on Rachel Rose, who we don't really know much about her. I guess she's from the Texas scene. I don't know if they were still filming this out in Texas, but she's a local from wherever they were filming this at, and she got murdered, just like everybody else that goes up against Slima Vidge. I need to see more, man. I'm tired of squashes, even though she looks impressive in them. I need to see a feud. I want to see Masha have a few weeks build up to an actual match and see where she goes from there. I'm not doubting her capabilities at all. I just, the slow build is cool sometimes. Now I'm ready to see it. I'm just ready to see it. Frantic World. I hope Honor No More wins at the pay per view. Well, we'll be talking about that. I'll predict the show by myself after we break down this show. Just a quick prediction because me, SP3, and the good brother Ness are dropping a sacrifice preview show, and that's happening strictly exclusively on the Patreon. So we'll plug that later. Next, we got to talk about Ace Austin and Mike Bailey. They have a little interaction backstage. Mike Bailey's doing yoga, and he gets interrupted by Ace Austin. Ace says, "We can be a great team. You're not hanging out with us enough." And Mike Bailey says, "I agree. We could be the best tag team ever. Shit, we could even be better than you and Fulton." Fulton gets pissed. He walks off. Mike Bailey walks off sarcastically. I don't think they're going to be a tag team, but we'll see where this goes. Might be they might add this match to Sacrifice. Maybe we get Ace Austin versus Mike Bailey. Who knows? Next up, we got Madison Rayne taking on Cassie Lee, one half of the tag team champions, knockouts tag team champions. Before the match, Madison Rayne and Tennille Dashwood take Caleb's phone, mark an X with duct tape on the floor, and says he can't leave that fucking spot. You stay still. All right, you child with ADD. You stay still. You stay on that X. You don't move a fucking muscle. And he didn't. He stood there the whole match. The match was meh. We got a hot start by Madison Rayne. And then Tennille on the outside knocks Jesse into Caleb's arms where he didn't move. He did what he was supposed to do. He just played his part. She looks like she got caught doing something else. I wouldn't have that type of reaction just for that. Caleb looks shocked. He looks happy at the same time. Uh, Match was meh. Like I said, Madison gets distracted by this whole thing. Cassie gets the win. I'm more focused on the tag team match. We're gonna see who finally walks out with these tag titles. This match was supposed to happen like 2 months ago, but it will happen this week, this Saturday. Next up, we got a Jake Something vignette. Jake Something is going up against Trey Miguel for that X Division Championship at Sacrifice. Yeah, I almost forgot the name. It's happening in 2 days. I almost forgot the name. At Sacrifice, Jake Something will be going up against Trey Miguel. He talks about not being the underdog anymore. He's Trey Miguel's biggest threat. We'll see about that, pal. I like Jake Something, so hopefully he brings it. We'll see what happens. Next up, we get Tasha Steelz versus Chelsea Green. Mickey James out on commentary. This is another match that started off hot. These ladies were beating the shit out of each other for the first 2 minutes. Forearms, kicks, enziguris. Eventually, Tasha gets the momentum and slows down the match a little bit. Turns into a good back and forth, but then we get to the outside, and Savannah Evans lays out Chelsea Green with a big boot. Mickey James wants to interfere, but she promised Chelsea Green that she wouldn't because Chelsea Green wanted to get this match won on her own. And guess what? She fucking lost because of it. Tasha Steelz catches height on a beautiful frog splash for the win. The Boricua badass is going on to sacrifice and gets another shot at Mickey James for the Knockouts Championship. So tough break for Chelsea Green, but I really enjoyed this match. Started off hot. I thought it was going to be quick, slowed down, but then it picked back up. Very good storytelling. Uh, very good interactions by all women involved. Just I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this match. Alan Weinstein, he likes somebody. He likes Jake something. Yeah, I like Jake too. He's needs a little bit more character, but I like him. He's a big guy that can move. You know, there's potential there. There's potential there. He got to start breaking out though. He's been around for a little while already, so he got to start breaking out. He's got to break free. I didn't want to yell too loud. My daughter's sleeping. Security's backstage, and he asked Matt Cardona for a pass backstage. He goes, "Are you serious, bro? I got a title. I don't need a pass." He starts showing random people of him pinning Jordan Grace last week. He shows this random old guy on the wall, but then the old guy pulls out his phone to text his wife, and it triggers Matt Cardona. He says he gets no respect, and if he has to, he'll leave and take this title and defend it anywhere else but here. Um, I mean, I feel the old guy. He had to text his wife. Uh, Sometimes you don't text back. It's a problem. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Chair relax says Chelsea needs a win. I agree, but I think they're building towards something bigger. Maybe Chelsea Green screws Mickey James out of the title this week. Who knows? Who knows? We're gonna big book that one, but we'll see. I'm sure Chelsea gets a win eventually against somebody. They're just building towards something. Is Jake something or cruiserweight? Absolutely not. Jake something weighs more than me. He's like 250 solid, maybe more. But the X division holds no limits. It's not limited to just smaller guys anymore. It's really all inclusive. ALW, do you think Day Day Crazy X and Baby D end up splitting up and having a feud? Not anytime soon. Um, Especially if Tasha wins and then she's the champ, and then Savannah's still her heater. Makes sense to just let it rock for a while. I don't see them splitting up anytime soon. I wouldn't split it up. But you never know. You never know. I got faith in Impact. They're good with the long term storytelling lately. Speaking of long term storytelling, I wish Ness was here for this because he's back, Daddy. Johnny Swinger is here to get revenge against Jonah, but he gets killed. Nothing, nothing else to say about that. He gets fucking killed, Daddy. Put him in the ground 6 feet under. Uh, Jonah goes up for a second tsunami, but out comes Pceo, who they will be having a one-on-one match at Sacrifice against each other. And he gets into the ring. He wants all this smoke, but he gets killed with a tsunami splash as well. And as Jonah's about to leave, Pceo pops back up because he's not human. Looking forward to the match. It should be should be interesting. Should be interesting to say the least. PCO has been surprising me whenever he's out there, so I think him and Jonah might actually make for a solid match. A sprint, not a marathon. So we'll see. Diana Perrazzo, our knockout. Oh shit, she's not the knockout champ. Our Reina de Rey and our Ring of Honor Women's Champion. By the way, Diana, your boss is now Tony Khan. I don't know if they told you, but technically, kind of, sort of, just playing. She has an interview and she just runs down the list of the women that she's beat. She mentions Lady Frost and Giselle Shaw interferes or interrupts her and says she only beat Lady Frost because she softened her up for her. Deanna said, "You must not know who the fuck I am, but if you stick around long enough, you will find out." So, nice little threat. Lady Frost then interrupts and says she's not finished with Giselle Shaw and they're going to have a match at Sacrifice. Oh, man. ALW, fuck PCO. He hopes Jonah kills PCO. Jesus. Leave PCO alone, man. He's just an old guy trying to die in the blaze of glory. I love PCO. He's a sick fuck. Let him rock. But I also like Jonah. It's totally a 180 from what fucking whatever his name was in NXT, Bronson Reed. Jonah's way he's presented a lot better, so I can get behind that. Next up, we got a G.O.D promo. Tama wants his hands on Jay White. He wants to get that revenge. But Violent by Design also wants the Good Brothers. They're ending their business arrangement. They want their tag team title match that's owed to them. And they're going to put their differences aside for today because they're going to team up against the Bullet Club. And this was a fucking car crash. I mean, it started off as a brawl. The bell didn't even ring. Security comes in to break it up. Refs from the back are there to break it up. But Scott D'Amore comes out and he puts his foot on the ground. He tells security to kick rocks. This match is going to be a no disqualification match. Oh, what do we have here? We had chairs, trash can lids, trash cans, bats, chains, and doors. Everybody's just beating each other up throughout this whole match, in and out of the ring. They eventually go into the back, and we're dual screening it. We're watching the Good Brothers beat the shit out of God in the back while we're in the ring as well. Switchblade tries to choke out Joe Doring with the chain, but gets slammed into a trash can. GOD's trying to get to Jay White the whole match, but every time they almost get their hands on him, they get stopped by the Good Brothers. Doring puts himself through the door trying to spear Jay White or Chris Bay. Switchblade hits the Blade Runner on Cody Deaner for the win on a chair. So the Bullet Club gets the win. We cut backstage. God and the Good Brothers are still brawling. God gets the upper hand, and the Good Brothers leave the building to end the show. Very good go home show. Everything felt physical, everything felt personal. All these feuds going into Saturday. I'm excited to see them. I'm excited to see these matches. A couple matches just thrown together, but shit, they should still be exciting. And Impact's been hitting on the pay per view, so or the Impact Plus special. So hopefully this one is another good one. So let's get into those Impact Sacrifice predictions. Frantic World first says PCO is 54 years old. Wow, I want that Britt Baker versus Deonna Purrazzo match. I want that too. And now with Tony Khan as owner of Ring of Honor, we might just get that. Even though Deonna is contracted by Impact Wrestling, but you never know, man. Forbidden Door. Will Chisholm, as an Impact fan, how the hell Ring of Honor got sold before Impact? Impact won't die like Michael Myers. Impact is that fucking water bug that you've been trying to kill for 3 days and you don't want to pick it up because every time you pick it up, one of the legs still moves and shit. That's Impact. But now it's like a nursed it's back to health roach. It's moving, it's alive and well. Impact's doing good. They're doing all right. Frantic World says sounds like an ECW match. That's almost exactly what it was. Which is a clusterfuck, but it was a fun clusterfuck. I enjoyed it. ALW Saturday should be a good pay per view. Absolutely. And speaking of that pay per view, we are going to break it down and, well, not break it down, but we're just going to do some quick predictions right now. We're going to start with Jay White taking on Alex Shelley. The returning Alex Shelley hasn't been around in a while since getting hurt. I am going to have to go with Jay White on this one. I think he takes out Alex Shelley. Next up, we got Trey Miguel and Jake Something X Division title on the line. I am going to have to stick with Trey Miguel as champion. I like Jake Something. They're doing a good job building him up, but I mean, we haven't really seen Trey out there either. There's a chance that they could switch this title, especially after this little promo and vignette today, like trying to make him seem important. But I don't know. My gut's telling me to stay with my former rascal, so I'm going to stick with Trey Miguel. We got the inspiration and the influence for the Impact World Knockouts tag titles. I thought the influence were going to take these initially when the match was supposed to happen months ago, but I'm changing my mind. I'm going to go with the inspiration. Looks like Caleb with a K is fed up with the influence of shit, and he might just switch sides. So I'm going with the inspiration. The Good Brothers defending their World Tag Team titles against Violent by Design, Eric Young, and Joe Doring. I imagine that's who it's going to be. Uh, I'm going with the Good Bros. I mean, I can't see if G.O.D didn't take the titles from him. I don't see Violent by Design taking the titles from him. I'm sorry. And I like Violent by Design, but I don't see it happening. Got a grudge match. Eddie Edwards taking on Rhino. Impact Original or Impact OG taking on Honor No More. I'm gonna have to go with Eddie Edwards. I think Eddie Edwards shows out for Honor No More on this show. I'm gonna stick with Eddie. And then we have Jonah versus Pceo. I mean, PCO got to keep him strong, right? But Jonah's kind of like an attraction for them, so I could see Jonah getting the win here. Sprint, not a marathon, should be a fun, quick match. I'll give it 8 minutes max, 9 minutes max. Should be fun though. And then finally, we have to cap it off with Moose taking on Heath. The Impact World title is on the line. Ain't no fuck. I don't care how many kids he got. I love Heath. Your kids are cool, but you're not winning this title. Sorry, you got a better chance. Your kid's getting a D1 scholarship, which is a good chance, probably a hell of a chance. Heath is a hell of an athlete. You could probably produce some athletes, but ain't no chance at this title. Moose retains. Before we sign off, let's get into some comments. Vicente Guerrero. I liked how Impact's main event got almost deathmatch like. Seeing the Good Brothers and G.O.D in the table spot reminded me of IWA Deep South cards. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm not much for the deathmatch shit, but I'm always here for a good car crash. And that's exactly what this was. So I liked it. I liked it. ALW says the inspiration will retain and the Good Brothers will retain. He also got Eddie, Jonah, and Moose. Vicente also sees Caleb turning two and going with the inspiration. And he also has Moose all the way. So that'll be it for this episode of Blunt Impact. It was a quick one. When I'm here Dolo, it's usually a quick one. But man, we're going to have fun this Saturday. Uh, Good go home show to bring us into the weekend. My match of the night, probably go with Tasha versus Chelsea. I really enjoyed that match the most. Everything else kind of had either diluted finishes or convoluted finishes, whatever. Um, Including that match, but I thought it was good, so I'm gonna stick with that match. MVP. ooh, Who's the MVP? Well, LVP. I'm gonna have to say Caleb. They made that motherfucker stay in one spot the whole time, so he deserves that one. MVP. MVP is tough. MVP is tough. The fans getting a good show. The MVPs are the fans. Fuck it, because I can't think of one right now. Can't be Moose. Got hit with a finisher. Can't be the Good Brothers. They got ran out. Not a lot of MVPs on this show, but damn, it was a good show. SP3 is telling me to wait. I'm waiting for his next comment, to know why he wants me to wait. Uh, ALW, thanks OG Chris G for holding it down. Great stream as always. Blunt Impact, best podcast on YouTube. Peace. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the kind words. You're always welcome here on True Hill Heat. Always appreciated. And Goldie Loke. I mean, it's probably Lock, but I'm gonna say Loke. Goldie Loke. True Hill Heat. Damn straight, baby. Welcome. Uh, SP3. Why do you want me to wait, man? It's time to sign off. We got prediction preview shows to do. We got kids to feed. No, well, maybe. Vicente Guerrero, I subbed. My man. Thank you for joining the True Hill Heat family. Hit those notification bells because we do more than just Impact Wrestling here. And if you're not busy, we have a watch along on Saturdays, so that'll be nice. Good review, Chris G. See you on the next one. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. We will see you next time as well. I shall start signing off. I am Chris G, and you can find me at True Hill Chris G on Twitter and Instagram. You could also find me here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel every Tuesday night, breaking down NXT 2.0 on NX3 with the Good Brothers, the three-time baby making champion Ness, and Romeo Anthony Colon. And you could also find me here every Thursday, Blunt Impact Live after Impact Wrestling with the three-time baby making championess and our co-host Mary Jane. SP3 said, "Nah, go ahead. I was confused where Ness was." Wrong recording, wrong recording. I see what happened though. It's all good. But yes, True Hill, Chris G. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, that's where you could find True Hill Heat. We are everywhere. And we also have a Patreon, patreon.com/True Hill Heat, where you get exclusive content for only $3 a month. You get basketball content. We're working on some other stuff. We have New Japan content that we can't show on YouTube. We have preview shows. And if you're a Patreon member, you join the Predictions Championship. If you have the most predictions, I forgot by what deadline, but if you have the best record in the predictions, you will be the True Hill Heat predictions champion. Romeo's in first place for now, but fuck him. Fuck him. He's not gonna be there for long. That's my good brother, but he's not gonna fucking be there for long. Couple things to plug this week. Of course, we have a Revolution preview Friday tomorrow, 1:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, we have a special guest appearance on Blunt Impact.
Running.
We have a run-in by the True Hill Phenom himself. Where's your shades? You can't join unless you got shades.
I don't even think I own a pair of shades. I was like so confused, and then I was like, I saw you alone. I was like, oh, let me jump on, and then I heard you signing off. I was like, oh, well, never mind. But I
Yeah.
made it in time, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? I'm on Blood Impact. I think this is the first. Is this the first time I'm on Blood Impact?
No, I'm pretty sure we might have had you on for a show like way to preview one of these big cards when Kenny was around.
Probably
Yeah.
that was the times I really
I
cared
I
about it.
distinctly remember having you on one time. So, but yes, we're getting ready to sign off. Is there anything you want to plug before we go?
Well, I'm gonna be live here tomorrow at 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time. You just plugged the Revolution preview and predictions, so we're gonna lay it down, give our picks for the Revolution card. That's gonna be a lot of fun, and we're gonna drop our sacrifice preview and predictions tomorrow, probably like 10, 11 or so in the evening. It'll be evening time after you enjoy SmackDown and Rampage. You can watch our preview and predictions for Sacrifice, which I don't understand why they're doing a card, but they're doing it, so we're here to predict it.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, shit, didn't we get in a special like 3 weeks ago? And then I kind of forgot like February is like a short month too. So, but hey, I missed the last watch along, so I guess I get to kind of redeem myself on this one.
It was in the cards. It was in the cards. And of course, show
Oh yeah,
some love to Chris G, man. He was holding it down on his own. Drop a thumbs up on the video, share it with your friends, share a blunt with your friends, do the good stuff.
yeah, oh yeah, definitely. And then we could also find SP3 on True Hill Heat 165 this weekend with Alex McCarthy and Sat E, the Daily Boys. They're back.
Back in the place to be, Daily Boys, the reunion this Saturday, 11:05 a.m. Eastern Time. Then you got Sunday, the Revolution watch along. You guys gonna be watching AEW Revolution. I'm hoping I get to where I need to get to watch it in time. And Monday, I will be here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel to review Revolution. So we got the Revolution weekend. We're gonna cap it off with the roundtable review on Monday.
Absolutely. And then, of course, Saturday, the Sacrifice and UFC 272 watch alongs after Sacrifice. We'll head straight into that card. It should be around the same time as the main event or the semi co main event. So, hey, join us. We're going to have a few beers, have a few blunts, and have a few laughs like usual. So, we hope to see everybody there. SP3, where can we find you at?
Let me see it here. Find me at True Heel SP3 tomorrow morning. A lot of stuff, a lot of content for me. If you want to see it, you can go to Believe in Pro Wrestling podcast YouTube channel. We're gonna have our preview and predictions for Revolution over there with Graham Matthews of Bleacher Report. Then I'll be on the Fightful Overbooked YouTube channel live with Jeremy Lambert for FMC, where we talk about anything but wrestling. So if you like me talking about wrestling, I hope you enjoy me talking about things not wrestling, because 10 a.m. we got Degrassi dudes with me and Steven Jensen talking about one of the infamous couples, Eli Goldsworthy, I think it is. Yeah, Goldsworthy, and Claire Edwards, Claire. We're going to be talking about it 10 a.m. Eastern Time over on the Fightful Overbook YouTube channel. So yeah, find me in there.
Sounds like a good time. I got to talk some Degrassi one day. I
Come
have to
join
go.
us.
I have to go back. Whenever you find that episode where they shoot Drake, you let me know.
We literally check out our last episode. We
it's
had
Rick.
we
It's Rick shooting Jimmy.
we
Damn.
we had another content creator who's from Canada who gave us like that perspective of like watching it while she was a teenager from Canada. We talked about probably the most important episode in Degrassi history.
That
Time
sounds
stands
interesting.
still
Yeah,
when
definitely.
Drake gets shot.
Definitely, especially after all these years. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode of Blunt Impact. For the three-time baby making champion Ness. For our good brother SP3 with the special run-in, and for our co-host Mary Jane, I'm your boy Chris G. We will see you guys Saturday. Damn it, SP3, get your name off the screen.